Welcome to The Snack, a lighter serving of Girls Gotta Eat.
This is a Dear Media production.
Enjoy.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Welcome to the end of the week.
End of the month.
Great.
It's the way March comes up. You're like, oh my God, it's March 1st.
Well, I feel like
it comes out of nowhere.
February didn't come out of nowhere.
February couldn't come quick enough.
January was 8 weeks. February, bloop, it's over.
But isn't it so? It's just February. What a weird little month. You know, like all of a sudden it's the 28th and all of a sudden it's the 1st.
Okay.
Hot take, you guys.
I want to look up who planted the month because, like, every month is 30 or 31 days, and somebody was like, "I have an idea. Let's do 28 days for February."
No, it makes me feel like they just didn't count right. And they were like, fuck, this 1 month has to be shorter, like to fit the calendar. I don't know. Do you know any February birthdays?
Do we have any birthdays this month? I'm
I
trying
mean, my
to think
grandma, rest in peace, was a Valentine's Day birthday.
I'm trying to think.
But I don't think I celebrated.
I did not text one person happy birthday this month. That doesn't mean there weren't birthdays.
No, I forget everyone's birthday since I don't have Facebook.
You tell me there's people's birthdays.
I try to keep you in the loop because I know, like, I'll be like, Raina, text this person their birthday, text this person someone died. Like, I try to keep you on task. No, like, if it's more my friend.
Yeah.
But it's your friend too.
You always tell me it's your family's birthday. And then I have to tell my dad when it's my brother's birthday and my birthday.
You do? Dad, is my birthday.
I give him like a runway. I'm like, my birthday's coming up.
Oh my God.
7 days.
Seriously?
Yeah, and it's so funny because my brother, me, and my mom are all born on the 17th. And so, like, it's not hard to remember it.
Wait, really?
Yeah. 17th of June, August, and November.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, mine is me, my dad, and my brother are all within, what, a 12-day window, July 7th, 9th, and 19th.
Uh-huh.
So my mom's, she's busy in July.
Busy month.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's thank our partners. We'll get right into it. Thanks to Cornbread Hemp. Get 30% off your first order at cornbreadhemp.com/GGE with code GGE.
And thank you to Helix. Get 27% off at helixsleep.com/GGE.
I'm so excited for the report this week.
We are going to do our productivity report in honor of Elon Musk, the President
of the
Musk.
United States, yes.
Yeah, making fun of him actually in his deranged move to email all the government workers and say, "What'd you do last week?" What did you do last week? That's the subject line. So last Saturday, Elon Musk, federal employees received an email from the Office of Personnel Management, that's the OPM, you guys, with the subject line, "What did you do last week?" On Saturday.
I know what you did last summer.
I know what you did. You know what's so funny? I know what you did last summer. And then the next sequel was, I still know what you did last summer.
I haven't forgot. Buzz.
Me and my friends and I back in high school would we would just have that joke running forever. We'd be like, I still kind of remember what you might have done 3 summers ago. We're like, how long are they going to play this out?
Did he not die at the end of the movie? Is that like the whole thing is like Buzz still going?
I can't even remember. That fisherman.
He was a fisherman. Which I think is sexy. That guy was kind of hot in that trench coat.
Yeah. He was a lot of our killer, like a lot
Mike
of
Myers?
our slasher killers from our Jason was kind of hot,
Big.
You know who wasn't hot was Freddy Krueger. He really scared me. He was all burned up.
But if you don't look at their faces, like they're big dudes.
I like that sweater. Okay, so he sent this email. What did you do last week? What did you do last week? It said, please reply to this email with can't write approximately, period, and no greeting. Please reply to this email with 5 bullets of what you accomplished last week and CC your manager. Please do not send any classified information, links, or attachments. Deadline is this Monday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. And several agencies told workers to ignore the request, including the Justice Department, the FBI, the State Department, the Pentagon, the Department of Energy, the Department of Homeland Security, and the Office of the Director of National Intelligence. So Trump publicly backed the effort earlier in the day. There was no word early Tuesday on how many workers complied with the directive. On Monday evening, Musk gave workers some leeway. He tweeted out, he said on X, he's talking to the government on... Hey guys, just in case, who's checking that? So he said on X, Subject to the discretion of the president, they will be given another chance to comply.
He didn't reply all to the email he sent. He put it on Twitter.
Failure to respond a second time will result in termination, he added, without a new deadline.
Just do this, just fuck around
and
find
the
out.
FBI is like, don't worry about it.
Also, Donald Trump was like, the FBI doesn't have to worry about it. The CIA. Like, he also like reneged on it too.
What a clown show. And that's an insult to clowns. Like, what if I said, Tessa, do this thing, and Raina was like, you don't have to do it. And I was like, no, you better do it or you're fired. That is so embarrassing. Like, these people running the country are like, if they're cruel and they're incompetent and they're maniacal, but on top of it, they're just embarrassing me.
Okay, what if you brought your kid to work and your boss is in the room and your kid's like, shut up, sit down, my daddy's in charge. You're not the boss, my dad is.
Okay, was it
Except for it's the president of the whole United States and it's on national television.
Was it confirmed that kid said that?
You didn't watch the clip?
Oh, I thought it was a little more like a lip reading. I couldn't tell if you could hear him.
They tried to say that's not what he said. He was saying to his dad.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay. He was looking directly at Donald Trump.
That kid's a plant. That kid was a hired assassin. We sat him down and was like, tell that man sitting at the desk he sucks. Oh my God.
Okay, so
just before we get into ours, people took this and ran with it in the most hilarious ways.
Totally.
People also were like, hey, by the way, this is Elon Musk's email. Hit him up. Like, all this stuff gets leaked, which I love.
Totally.
Like the one when they were firing everybody due to DEI, and then all those emails got leaked, and then people were just flooding those email addresses. You couldn't even reach those email addresses within an hour. So it was all like, yeah.
If I was on the fence about quitting my job, I would be like, this is my moment. This is my swan song. This is the second I'm going to send the most baller fire email. And I'm going to talk about this until the end of time. It's like when a guy in high school scores the winning touchdown and he just tells everybody about it until he's 50, until the end of time. I would start every conversation with what I put in this email.
It's interesting because I'm like, I don't know. If I were these people getting these emails, I'd be like, I'm never going to fucking quit. Like I guess they can fire you, but I'm like, I just feel like I'd be too stubborn to quit and like take the bait,
Well, would you just write like, this is what I did last week email?
So
you just write nothing.
I wouldn't respond to that. Okay. That's insane. I don't take you seriously. So this is a guy named John Schwartz. I guess he tweeted this out. He said, you really can just email Elon Musk at hr@opm.gov. Dear Elon, here's what I did last week. Got blitzed on ketamine, ignored my children, tweeted 1,782 times, wore weird sunglasses inside, got humiliated by astronauts. Honestly, I think I should be fired for this, but that's your call. Best, John. Here's one. She sent this woman, Angelina, she sent this. Number 1, banged your mom in the back of a 99 Civic. Number 2, but not before we went to the Waffle House. Number 3, but not before we did cocaine off the koala changing station. Number 4, but not before we downloaded our data and dropped it off at the Chinese consulate. Number 5, but not before we donated our 401ks to Pfizer. And then here's my favorite one. My 5 accomplishments. Someone sent this to hr@opm.gov. Did not give you up. Did not let you down. Did not run around and desert you. Did not make you cry. Did not say goodbye.
I feel like we're really seeing the creativity in humanity.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so unserious.
And
I mean, it is serious. They have so far, they've laid off 20,000 government employees. I mean, it is very serious.
Yeah. This is the real Fyre Festival.
Yes. So we have made our own productivity reports.
Yes.
Do you want to kick us off?
Okay. Elon, you are the nastiest skank bitch anyone has ever met. No one should trust you. You are a fugly slut. Here's what I did last week. 1, booked 4 flights for my upcoming tour. If they crash, it's your fault. 2, was reminded that you have 13 children by 4 women, which is more children than Nick Cannon. Wrote a joke about it. Thank you for being America's punchline. 3, tested out a new vibrator for our company and it was amazing. 10/10 cooler to masturbate than wield a chainsaw on stage like you're a seasonal employee of a haunted house. 4, checked in with the members of our team in a non-aggressive, non-demanding way and we actually had the authority to do so. 5, permanently deleted my Twitter account.
Actually, that's so good.
I did do all that.
I did do that.
Okay. Let me hear yours.
I was in Miami this week. Dear Elon, this is what I did this week. I made out with a guy and then I watched him make out with another guy, and I was super chill about it. I unclogged a toilet 2 days after I clogged it.
Oh my God. Wow.
There was a lot of anxiety in my body about that one. Also, I think someone else clogged it, but I won't blame Rob publicly on this.
Oh my God. Yes, please drag a man though.
I sold 3 pieces of furniture on Facebook Marketplace that I bought the previous week.
That's your kink.
That's my kink. I bought all my outfits for South by Southwest 2 weeks ahead of time.
Oh.
I bought 10 pieces of clothing on Revolve. I only returned 8.
Okay. And nothing on Amazon.
And then finally, I went out until 2 a.m., 3 nights in a row, and I did my skincare routine all 3 nights.
I love that you did yours like a Dear Diary, and I really did mine like a burn book.
Also,
you really were like, Elon, I really wanted you to know. And I was like, Elon, I fucking hate you, but I hope you die.
Also, I ran 2 companies in the meantime, planned a roadmap for our second business, recorded 2 podcast episodes and one for the future, and planned my birthday party for this summer.
Oh, boom. That's what we really did.
And treated people with respect in the meantime.
Yeah. Well, that's what we did. That's our productivity report.
Oh my God, yours is so good. That's so funny.
Well, I just tried to insult him with everyone.
Yeah, no, that was good. Let's put it on our Instagram this week.
Okay.
Let's put it on X this week. You can't anymore.
Okay, so yes, speaking of our current government, Fyre Festival is back. And this is real.
So
how?
If you guys aren't familiar with what this was several years ago. This was a festival that was supposed to happen. I don't know. And lots of people went. It was a disaster. Back-to-back documentaries I'm so obsessed with them. I've watched them probably more than any other piece of content. So we're well aware of what happened here, right? And who was the head of this. So obviously he comes out, says there's a second Fyre Festival coming. He announced it was going to be in May. It's already been pushed to June. Billy McFarland.
You like, it was like you
I don't say his name.
It's like you didn't want to say his name.
Yeah. So he announced it's going to be in May. He's already pushed it to June, but tickets have gone on sale as of right now. Tickets are going for up to $1 million. They include packages of being on a yacht, all-inclusive trips. There is not one artist confirmed for the festival.
Who would do this?
If you buy tickets to this, you deserve it.
No, so it's in Mexico.
Okay.
Isla Mujeres. I butchered that, but I
thought it was
Spanish.
Isla, but I didn't know how to say the next name.
I think it's Isla Mujeres. It means Island of Women. I've been. It's gorgeous. I mean, I really hope the people who go to this aren't allowed back in the U.S., especially if you spend $1 million on this. Like, you are so stupid. Like, please don't come back.
No, that's so true. You should be deported out of here.
Who would do the festival? Who gives like scammy vibes? Like, I can't imagine who would sign up for this.
Well, he's saying there's an incredible production company, doesn't name the company. We are developing and building out a private island for all the actual festival activities, no photos.
You know who will headline this is Elon Musk with the fucking chainsaw on stage.
I can see him being part of it.
As a headliner.
Why not?
Yeah.
Kanye.
Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, Fyre Festival was like, that was our Roman Empire before we even had that language. I mean, this is all we cared about. I feel like I can't relate to anybody who doesn't love Fyre Festival. Like, I still talk about it. I still reference it, both of the documentaries. If you weren't obsessed with it and have watched both documentaries and don't still reference it today, I don't know how we can be friends. Like, it was the great unifier.
It was the best thing I've ever watched. And also, he's not clear about the whole weekend either. So he says, like, the whole thing is sort of like, who's to say? Who's to say will be before? There might be immersive experiences. There might be, I think it's MMA fighting or something.
Oh, yeah.
He's just like, maybe there will be.
Yeah.
I want to know, I wish we had access to how many tickets actually sold.
I know.
I'm dying to know. Before you announce actual people that are attached to this project. And like, how can you announce a festival that's coming soon and have no artists attached to it?
I think it's just gross to support him. Like, this is someone who defrauded people,
yes,
who, put them in danger. And even before that, like all his credit card scams and everything, like, this is like a scammer. Like, how could you support him? And then I got to thinking, like, what if it's a reenactment of the first one? What if it's like going to like a war reenactment attraction?
And then he's just like, gotcha, bitch.
And then you just get to eat those sandwiches. I would watch this on like a live stream.
Like
I want to feel like I'm there.
I know.
Like I want to taste that musty slice of cheese on that slice of bread.
Like watching penguins at the zoo. I wonder if they will set up like an immersive experience where you can go get those cheese sandwiches in the styrofoam. There's just like in this tent is Fyre Festival 1.
Anytime I want to like talk shit about food, I send that photo.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite photos of all time. And you guys know the photo. It's like this dusty piece of cheese on like a slice of bread, no condiments, and like a little bit of salad on the side in a styrofoam box. It's my favorite photo. It's my favorite food photo of all time.
Do you know that person who tweeted that was just like no following, nothing? And it is one of the most famous, like it should be in Time 100.
It should be in the Louvre.
In the coffee table book.
Yeah.
So McFarlane says that a minimum of $500,000 from the festival will go towards the $26 million in restitution that he owes.
What?
If he
It's
owes
just a mess.
$26 million, how is every dollar not going towards it?
No, this is literally the government. Like these are the same two. Like literally, what's happening in the government is Fyre Festival. Like, are you hearing me? Like it's the same thing. Just like scammers and like liars, and are just like, yeah, well, people will do what we tell them.
But there's like other options. Like you could go to Burning Man and Coachella and
something with a track record.
Yeah, something that exists.
Yeah,
and people are like, I'm going to put my money towards this.
Well,
I'm dying to see this manifest. So,
I am too.
okay, so I feel like I'm waiting for a new season of television to come out. I am like foaming at the mouth for this to happen. I cannot, like, what's going to happen?
I know. So this year?
Yeah.
This year. No artist
Fyre
confirmed.
Festival was coming back for round 2 in 2025.
Okay. That's insane.
No artists confirmed. So 2,000 tickets will go on sale beginning February 24th. So as of this week, they range in price from $1,400 to $1.1 million.
So, just if anyone doesn't know, like this is impossible to do. So you can't plan a festival and lock in artists for 3 months. I have a tour planned currently through September, and like I still plan it kind of late. Like I could barely get some of the dates I wanted planning it in January. Like things get planned out like this. People are on their tour schedules. Like I feel like I don't need to talk about this like it's a real thing that's happening, but it's like this will not. You can't get artists to commit to. Who would you get to commit to this?
Well, also the problem was not just getting artists. They actually had a lot of artists committed last time.
Yeah.
Except the festival grounds
The
weren't set
logistic,
up.
yeah.
Like the logistics to me is what's crazy. Like to get enough bathrooms.
There was no
for that volume of
infrastructure,
people,
yeah.
To get enough food, just water and general maintenance of the campgrounds. Like this is an army of people. It should take a year.
I know. And one of the things that upset me the most about all of it were all of the local people who helped build the structures or lack thereof, but like dedicated all their time and effort upon promise being paid and like didn't get paid. I mean, that was like the sickest part of it all.
I know that woman had like hosted all those people at her restaurant.
Yeah, yes.
Like hundreds and hundreds of people. I mean,
Yeah, people like
really
bent
got
over
scammed.
backwards. So, we'll do a report every week on Fyre Festival. I don't care.
I can't wait. I can't wait for the documentaries about Fyre Festival 2
my
to come
God.
out. I'll never leave the house again.
So, obviously, one artist that will not be there is Rihanna. Hot take, but she has been teasing her 9th studio album.
It's been 7 years, right?
8 years. So Anti, which is one of my favorite albums of all time, no skips, was in 2016. So she's put out a couple songs since then, but no album. Obviously, this is such a thing in the zeitgeist, like Rihanna's We Want New Music, and she is really hyping it.
I'm thrilled. I can't wait. And I feel like it's like on the precipice. Did she announce when it's coming out?
No.
She's like,
I've been in the studio. It's coming. She said, I cannot put up anything mediocre. This she told Harper's Bazaar. After waiting 8 years, you might as well just wait some more. Rihanna does not give a fuck. But she says, this body needs to come out. I'm ready to go there. I've been in the studio for 8 whole years, but it didn't hit me. I was searching for it. I went through phases of what I wanted to do, this kind of album, not that album. I know it's not going to be anything that anybody expects, and it's not going to be commercial or radio digestible. It's going to be where my artistry deserves to be right now. I feel like I finally cracked it, girl. What? I mean,
it's like it's an announcement about nothing.
I just think she's like, get ready. Like, I made it. We're just like finalizing, putting some finishing touches on it. So it'll be 3 more years.
I like when she's like, yep, you guys wait a little while longer.
I am just like, what if it's country? Cowboy Fenty.
Well, she said there is no genre, right?
Yeah.
She said people are waiting for a reggaeton album, and it's not
reggae.
that, and that there is no genre. And I mean, I think we're just seeing more and more artists say that. Like, you're not going to put me in a category.
We need some more love for Cowboy Fenty. Did you know that's her last name?
What?
Did you
Wait,
know
what?
Rihanna's last name is Fenty?
I missed you saying Cowboy Fenty.
Were you today years old when you realized that's her last name?
Yeah.
Robin Rihanna Fenty.
What are you saying to me?
Did you know this?
Tessa said, no. How long have you known this?
I mean, I've always known it. I know that's where Fenty came from.
I guess I'd never thought about it.
Yeah.
I support Fenty. I shop Fenty. I like their lip glosses. Is this common knowledge?
I don't think it is. That's why I wanted to bring it up today. Because it jogged my memory when I was like, what would Rihanna's country album be called? I thought of Cowboy Fenty.
That's funny.
I was just like, I wonder if Raina doesn't know. Robin Fenty.
Wait, I wonder if this is common knowledge.
I don't think it is.
It was hiding in plain sight from me. It's been in my bag. I have Fenty lip gloss in my bag. So how did I never think about this? Like, what did the name Fenty come from?
Right.
Her name. It's her name.
I could see some rock vibes. Like guitar riffs. Like, I don't know. She just is like a rock star.
Uh-huh.
So, and I mean, some of her previous songs have had like some rock tone to it, but like, I don't know. I don't think she's putting out a rock album, but I think that would be cool.
I think that there's going to be no genre.
Yeah.
I think she's just going to like dabble in all these different things. I can't wait to see who she collabs with. Mm-hmm. I'm very excited for this, whenever it may be.
Yeah.
What if she's like, you guys will wait a little longer.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Buy some makeup. Okay, so we are just going to take a quick break, and I'm going to tell you about Helix. Oh my God, I could not love my Helix mattress anymore. We are obsessed. We both have Helix mattresses, multiple. We have them in our bedrooms, our guest rooms. I have gotten them for my parents and my brother and my cousin, and we are just obsessed. And so I have the Midnight Luxe. I also have a Moonlight Luxe. I've really slept on a bunch of different ones. I have my best friend and her husband have the Dusk Luxe. My brother has a plus size mattress, and they're incredible. However you sleep, on your back, your side, if you roll around, if you sleep hot, they are going to help you find the perfect mattress for you. So you're just going to go to their site, take this fun little quiz, and they'll match you. And they're really, I mean, everybody that I've known that's taken the quiz and what they were matched with is the mattress they ended up getting. So they have their standard mattresses, they have their Luxe mattresses, their Elite mattresses, and this is just going to improve your sleep. I mean, again, I just can't imagine my life without it. I am a person who really likes to stay up late, and I have just been going to bed so much earlier lately, and I just love getting into bed with my Helix mattress. It makes it hard to wake up though, because it's really so comfy. But so you guys can upgrade your mattress, get the best sleep of your life. Go to helixsleep.com/GGE for 27% off site-wide. That's helixsleep.com/GGE for 27% off site-wide. helixsleep.com/GGE, and the pillows too. Don't sleep on the pillows. Well, do sleep on the pillows, but we're obsessed.
Okay, and telling you guys about a new partner, Cornbread's organic THC gummies. They offer a better way to hang out, celebrate, or relax without a hangover. So, I'm always trying to better myself and swap out alcohol for other things. So I've always had a glass of wine at night, but recently I've been trying these, and I got a couple different ones from the site. I like the hemp gummies. But if you go to their site, you take a quiz and just say what you're trying to address. They have bundles, they have capsules, topicals, gummies. If you just want to reduce stress, maybe sleep a little better, relax, and again, just swap out the alcohol for something else. This really is the key to just feeling a little nice, relaxed at night. It's America's only USDA organic THC gummy, the 1-to-1 ratio of THC to CBD. It's real THC, so no synthetics, 100% legal hemp, and it's fast and free shipping. I love the packaging. It came super quickly. There's lots to choose from, different flavors. Alcohol doesn't have to be the default anymore. If you're looking for a healthier way to relax and have a guilt-free good time, got to try Cornbread's THC gummies. Right now, Girls Get Eight listeners can save 30% on their first order. Just head to cornbreadhemp.com/GGE and use the code GGE at checkout. That's cornbreadhemp.com/GGE, code GGE, Cornbread Hemp. This is the good life.
Okay, Raina, let us know about your new dating app.
So Tessa brought this across my desk, and it is a new app. It's the Protector app. And
Protector.
You can hire a bodyguard in your city. Mm-hmm. And it's not available in all cities, but it is available in LA.
Okay.
And you go on and you make a profile and you say what you're looking for, and there are qualified protectors in your area.
Oh my God. And so I saw this because girls were using it for Fashion Week, right?
That makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I saw that some celebrities were like using, that's the first headline I saw about it. But I was like, oh no.
So you can hire armed qualified protectors for the day. So that makes sense. You would hire them temporarily. So you can hire them for like 5 hours to pick you up. And it's people that, they're qualified. 8 out of 10 are bald.
So you downloaded the app.
So I downloaded the app. So I was like, what's this about? Like, this is my exact prototype. I'm going to be like super into these guys. And I just want to like see what they look like. Maybe hire one for the day. Of the 6 I'm looking at, 4 are bald.
Yeah.
So you pick your area. And then when you go in, you can see them. And there's videos of each guy.
No.
They walk into the frame and they tell you their qualifications for protecting you.
This is better than any other dating app.
way better. Okay, let's meet you.
We have video?
Video.
Are other dating apps even doing video?
Well, this isn't dating app, it's a protector app.
Oh, right. Why? This whole time, like, this is revolutionary as a dating app.
It is so high quality. Wait till I show this to you. They walk into the frame and they're like, hi, I'm Jim. This is my history. This is what I can provide for you. And they're all highly qualified to protect you.
What an upgrade from TaskRabbit.
They all look nice. Yes. Okay, ready?
I'm Jim. I'm a protector. I spent a life of service. I did 27 years with the Los Angeles Police Department, and prior to that, 2 years as a correctional officer with the Federal Bureau of Prisons. In terms of my military career, I did 12 years with the United States Marine Corps in the Scout Sniper Platoon with the
Okay, so
I'm literally
there's
hiring
photos.
a bodyguard. I just want to hire one of these men.
there's a collage of photos so you can see them. They look very serious. There's tons of them. You can scroll through them all. All of them are bald.
Yeah,
obviously.
Is that a requirement? You can't.
No, there's 2 of them with hair.
Can you really take a bodyguard seriously with hair? Those pictures are porn. Guys, all these sexy photos. He's like scaling
Look
a
at him,
building.
he's scaling a building. So that's Darko. He's sexy. You can find him in the LA area.
Has hair, which is immediately I wasn't going to trust it, but now I do.
But they can do emergency medical. They're licensed. Okay, so when you
CPR.
book, you're going to die.
Raina's like, I need CPR, sir.
You're not even ready for what you do here. Okay, so you do book protector. And you
What
say,
if you saw someone you knew? Your ex.
I was actually going to send this to him and tell him to sign up for
You
it. But
should,
we're not,
yeah,
no, we're not
100%.
speaking terms. We're not mad at him. Okay, so you say, how do you want to, how many people need to be protected?
Okay.
And how many protectees and how many people need to be protected? So you can request a few
the
bodyguards.
protectee.
Yeah, so like all 3 of us need like man on man, 3
Yeah.
people. Then you pick dress code.
No.
And they walk into the frame you can see them in every type of outfit.
Wait, is it like stripper vibes?
No, it's business
Okay.
formal.
I'm like construction worker.
You gotta, okay, I'm just trying to get, you gotta
Tessa
watch
used to have
this.
to pick for
Okay,
shows.
business formal, they walk into the frame in the outfits.
Okay. What?
Business casual.
Business. I don't like business casual.
Okay.
Looks like he's about to go present at like a
Tactical
conference.
casual.
That's what my brother wears on the weekends.
Operator.
Oh,
just
100%
full,
this.
Just full gear.
military helmet and everything.
Okay, so that's it. But you see every single man walk into the frame in all 4 outfits because you're just like, what do I want to see him in?
Who invented this app? That's like the best thing I've ever seen.
And like the video quality is so high. You hear their voices, you see them move, you see them in different outfits. Like
what? Why isn't Revolve doing that? Like, does Revolve have an app where I want to see what this looks like on somebody?
once in a while, there's a video of people moving, but like rarely. I'm about to use this app to hire people to take me to the grocery store.
Honestly, we need it, which is a sad reality. Yeah.
They're just like, ma'am, what do you need this for? And I'm like, no, literally no reason. I just want to hang out today.
Did anyone look kind of young? They all seem a little. So the thing with this app is like they have like credentials, like
They seem extremely qualified.
but like they've been in the military or they've been
Yes.
like a police officer, like it's not just like I'm a big scary dude, which is like my brother is like a big scary dude. I mean, you have him walking next to you, no one would fuck with you, but these
Totally.
people could like, they know how to act if like they would know what to do if you were getting shot at,
So they're all licensed to carry under the Law
Right.
Enforcement
And also
Officer
that.
Safety Act. It looks as though they all pick you up in a Suburban, so you have to have a certain type of car.
Right, an armored car.
You can choose the type of bodyguard you want, how they dress, etc. There's a membership fee and a rate to book the bodyguard. But yes, they are highly qualified and they have backgrounds. There's background checks. They're licensed to carry firearms. I think it's only available in LA and New York right now.
Yeah,
seems
that
like
makes sense.
a newer service.
That business casual threw me. I'd always want someone in like a suit.
a suit.
Right? Like,
Yeah, the first one.
yeah, the tactical casual or whatever, business tactical or casual, whatever it was.
I mean, the one of them looks like he's getting ready to go drive a tank in the army.
Exactly. Like that's like scary vibes. You know, they're like going to war.
I would make him wear that. Yeah, to take me to the grocery store. I'm very turned on by this, and I love it. And I'm going to actively seek out times that I need a bodyguard.
Okay, I love it. Best of luck out there. I do want to know. Like, I want to search for like younger. Like those guys all looked like what 50 plus. 40?
They're probably retired.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
retired law enforcement,
Yeah.
retired from the army. Like this is just like something they're going to do for some extra money on the side. They do look older. There was like one or two guys. There's only 6 guys right there. So 2 of them looked in their late 30s, but that's the youngest.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
You're like too old. Where's the 27-year-olds?
Listen, most of they're 29.
I know you've been doing great.
I met a 42-year-old that I was attracted to. A man.
How crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just going to do a couple quick show updates, but really some interesting stuff about White Lotus and Love is Blind.
Yeah, so we've been gifted 2 episodes of White Lotus now. So
really quick, because the theme song is such a main talking point, they played some of the theme song in that second episode.
I noticed that.
So, I mean, what a rush. Like there's this moment when the really fucked up, empty boyfriend dude is like doing the meditation and they play like 15 seconds of like the season 2, I think.
Yeah, season 2.
Season 2 theme song. I was like, oh my God. So maybe they're like going to intersperse it throughout. But anyway, so I just wanted to give that quick. And you guys probably caught it. I mean, if you were paying attention, you caught it.
I really was like, maybe they are just going to change the music out every time. Like I held out hope that this is not what we're doing.
This is it.
But my hopes were dashed.
Okay,
so article came out this week. Mike White, creator of the show, revealed he modeled the family in White Lotus after Bravo's Southern Charm.
What an absolute roast of Southern Charm.
Not a compliment.
Like terrible family, that soulless family.
So he
except for maybe the daughter.
He told the cast if they wanted some inspo for how to dress, how to move, how to talk, watch Southern Charm.
Crazy.
Absolutely crazy. And then the father said that he modeled his character off of Thomas Ravenel.
A criminal.
A criminal who was kicked off the show for allegedly sexually assaulting someone. He got a 21-year-old pregnant on the show. I mean, a bad guy.
Can you? They look alike now to me. Like I can't unsee it. But now, like also Parker Posey's character is the mom. It's like I can feel where she watched Patricia.
Oh my God.
And I love Patricia. And that's the best looking woman of a certain age I've ever seen. I don't know what she's had done. Obviously full facelift, but like, you know, I'm a Patricia fan, but like, can't you tell she kind of pulled from that probably?
So it is an extreme. I'm not comparing Whitney Sutherland-Smith on Southern Charm to that terrible son. I mean, that's not supposed to be horrible,
no,
but
me either.
There does seem to be an extreme allegiance between the mom to the son on the show, no matter what he does, no matter how inappropriate he is. Which, I mean, Patricia rides hard for Whitney, no matter how bad his behavior is, no matter how nasty he is to everybody around him.
But I think she has a moral compass. Like what you see in Parker Posey's character is this mom who enables her son's predatory behavior. Those terrible guys who do bad things, and it doesn't always have to be, you know, the top level sexual assault, but like that do bad things and then they just talk about how much they love their mom. That's their mom.
Yeah, it's very much like boys will be boys.
Yeah.
Just let them be how they are. When he walks in from the massage saying he wanted a happy ending. I mean, obviously they're building towards something that she's allowed all this behavior.
Yeah.
I'm very curious what they're building towards. You know, every episode you're reminded that there is, I don't want to say like a mass shooting, but they start the season with a lot of bullets going off. So it's like, who is spraying these bullets, right? And like, who's it going to be? Is it the dad that's like clearly going to go down for some huge financial thing? But like, I'm just wondering, like, I'm just so curious what's going to happen. Or is the youngest son, who just seems to be really kind of chill and even, like, is he just going to, like, snap?
He gives that look.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like, they open the second episode with him waking up next to his brother who has slept butt naked above the covers.
Yeah.
And he doesn't sort of, like, emote about it. Like,
yeah. He's got a weird vibe.
Weird vibe.
Okay, I have a question for you about the 3 girls. Obviously, we love the storyline about the 3 friends and the one celebrity friend. So do you think that it's always going to be 2 girls gossiping about the third? Or do you think that Kate is spearheading the gossip and playing both sides and like that's the storyline? Because like Kate and Jacqueline talking about Lori, or Kate and Lori talking about Jacqueline. And that's what we've seen so far. And I'm like, okay, well, if they're trying to show that like all women do is like talk about the person who's not in the room, then the next thing would be like Jacqueline and Lori talking about Kate. But then I'm like, maybe Kate is kind of this like one that stirs the pot and like plays them against each other. I just find it fascinating as like female friendship dynamic.
I find the dynamics interesting, and I'm not sure like what's going to happen. I think that they're all going to talk about each other behind each other's backs, but I can't wait for the scene where it all explodes, where they're all screaming at each other and like hurling insults about you've always been this way. Of course, this is how you. I mean, I'm like seething for. I can't wait.
And then the thing with the mom with like Parker Posey and the Kate character, like.
So I was curious what you thought was the background of that, because Parker was having breakfast with her family, and that Kate woman walks over and is like, we met at this baby shower, and she just like won't give her anything. She's just like, yeah, dude, cool. I'm like wondering like what happened there.
I know.
Did the husband have an affair with that woman?
Right. My immediate thought, she was like, I'm not friends with that woman anymore. Don't say her name to me. Yeah. So I'm just so enthralled with this season. I just love it so much.
You know what's so interesting? Because I agree. I love it so much. And I saw somebody else on TikTok yesterday saying, like, nothing has happened in this show. It's so boring. And I'm like, you're missing the point of White Lotus, which is just that like, it's just character dynamics building to something, and you don't know what.
People say that every season. You're not that smart. I don't know what else to if you don't think, like, I don't know what to that's fine. Not everybody is this big thinker.
Well, it reminds me of Anora, which is, you and I watched it, and I'm crazy about it. I'm nominated for all these awards. It's about a stripper in Brooklyn that marries one of her clients, this Russian son of an oligarch. And somebody was saying, I was saying I loved the movie so much, and you and I just thought it was so phenomenal. And my friend was like, but like nothing really happens in the end. It just kind of ends. And I was like, that is not the point of this movie, to figure out like what happens to her forever. It's this like great story to me. And it's so exciting and interesting and shot so beautifully. Like not everything has to necessarily have like a clear point all the time.
Well, that's how A Real Pain ends. And I'm not going to give it away, but I watched A Real Pain last night with Jesse Eisenberg and Kieran Culkin. And it ends in a certain way. And I don't want to give it away to you, but I read a quote from Jesse Eisenberg that said he would have made more if he would have ended it in a different way, in like a more, I guess, happy ending type way. Okay. He was like, I had big time movie producers be like, if you just do this thing, this movie will be more of a blockbuster. And he was like, that's not the movie I want to make. Like it ends very like kind of melancholy, open to interpretation, but like not like wrapped up in a bow. And so I think we're seeing more of that.
I think we are too. And like a Complete Unknown was like that, where they just kind of tell a very small slice of Bob Dylan's life. And there's no, like, I even walked out and I was like, what? Asking myself, like, what was the point of that? What was the point? And I asked you about it. We talked about it. And I guess everybody, like, if there's a murder mystery and the whole movie is about who murdered somebody, I need to know like who the murderer was.
Yeah, that's why I don't even like unsolved mysteries, because I need to know.
I hate unsolved mysteries.
Yeah.
Just the title makes me not want to watch it. But I'm fine to like have something just stand on its own and be just sort of like a cultural representation of what was happening at the time.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a happy ending girl. Not like that. But just like, speaking of White Lotus, but just... I do kind of like, I watch things to feel happy more than sad or confused. But like, I respect the art, and like, not everything needs to be like that.
But White Lotus, I don't think that like, I think you do get an ending eventually. And I think that like the show is about a lot. Like the dynamic of these three women that have sort of diverged in their paths, and they're just trying to figure out like, do we have anything in common anymore? And we clearly hate each other. I love it. I live for it.
Yeah, the three women for sure.
Okay. And rounding it out, the newest episode drop of Love is Blind. We're finally out of the pods. We made it, you guys. We're on the honeymoons and then home. This season of Love is Blind. Now, listen, you guys, Ashley and I love this show so much. Like me, her, Tessa, we're obsessed with the show. This season has been a struggle for me.
If you want to say nothing's happening, then say it about Love is Blind, not White Lotus.
I mean, I said to Ashley, I have watched 90 minutes of television, and all they have done is talk about each other's sleep habits. I mean, they have nothing else to talk about. And I don't want to be like, these are the most boring people on earth, because I think that well-adjusted people make for bad TV.
Exactly.
I think that people that are like
dramatic and I
think people that are securely attached, that just have normal, healthy relationships probably make for really bad television. And that could be what's going on here. But it's it's a tough watch this season. I mean, nothing is happening. It is just really polite and people hate Dave. And I just want to be the first one to say, thank God for Dave. Dave has single-handedly saved this season. He's the only reason to watch this season. Dave, I am so happy that you were born.
Dave's sex survey. Dave going around and asking everybody if they've had sex. First of all, that would be me. I'm dying to know who's fucking. It would be less creepy from a woman.
Yeah, asking the other women.
When he was doing it, I was like, he's still going.
With all the women.
Men, he's asking women. And then what is he seeing if people will corroborate the story? He's asking people from the same couple, did you fuck? Like, I was like, what is actually happening? But I was like, that would be me. If I was bored, I would be going up. You guys fuck yet?
So, yes, I agree. I want the gossip. And okay, I always have theories about like what production has done to these people because like every season there is a couple that isn't having sex and that man is always asking the other ones, have you guys had sex?
Oh, right. Okay.
He is usually asking the other men, have you had sex? He's not surveying the women. But I wonder if like production just tells everybody to ask everybody, you guys fucking, like, I wonder if like somebody told Dave, like, this is normal. We always make them do it.
Well, but it's also like, we always have to remember that these people are at these parties for what, like 8 hours? You know, like they have so many conversations about everything. I mean, they really bonded with their fellow women or men in the pods. Again, him asking the women was a little off-putting to me, but like, I just think production saw an opportunity to like to edit that all together and make him look a little crazy. But like, we have to remember on any show that those like parties last like so long and they only show you 15 minutes of it.
Also, they had nothing else to show. That party is my favorite thing every season because everybody gets a little too drunk and they get a little too jealous and they go back to the rooms and fight.
Yes.
We always get the best, most insecure, half coherent fights after this party. It is my favorite episode always. No one was fighting, so all they had was Dave again to do the "Are you guys fucking" montage.
And like, I'm not a Dave apologist. I actually think Dave is like a walking red flag since day one. All the things he said that were joking were rooted in truth. I think he's got some misogyny for sure. And like what he's doing now with Lauren and like berating her about what she did before she came on the show is just so off-putting to me. It's so slut-shamey. And like she's standing up for herself and I love to see it. And she needs to get out of that relationship. I really don't like what I'm seeing.
So I think this is manufactured. I don't think that he actually cares that much. I think that he has
His sister cares.
I don't think she cares either. And here's my theory. So if you guys aren't caught up, basically Lauren had a situationship for 2 months with somebody.
Like a friends with benefits.
Yes. Nobody's serious. She even says on camera, he doesn't mean anything to me. It's nothing. Like, I'll tell him to not talk to me. And Dave cannot let this go, that up until leaving for production that she was dating somebody. And by the way, not dating, sleeping with somebody. By the way, these people probably sign up for the show 6 months before it films. You don't know if you're ever going to get cast. And when you get cast, you don't know you're going to meet somebody. Fuck until you feel like it.
Right. Like, and I've seen some comments of like, if the roles were reversed, we'd be villainizing Dave. What? I don't care if you fuck someone the morning you left for the show. Like, we haven't met yet. Like, you need to sex detox before going on a game show? Like, what is he? You weren't ready for it. What are you talking about? I don't understand the mentality. Like, I don't care who you fucked before we met and you fell for me. Obviously you had a long-term relationship and there's still feelings there, whatever. Like I had a one-night stand, 2 weeks before I met my now fiance? It could have been 1 week before. It could have been the day before. It didn't mean I wasn't ready to meet him and fall in love with him and marry him. But I don't like what he's doing. It's coming across slut-shamey. Like, my friends know about this and my sister knows about this. And again, it could be manufactured, but like, I just don't like this whole thing that she was fucking somebody right before she came on the show where she never even met him. And he's kind of saying that means she wasn't ready to be in a relationship. That's false.
By the way, it's worse if it's manufactured because you're still making her feel terrible and you don't care. But I was originally, when I first started watching this, in the camp of like, well, if this was a guy who went on the show and his partner found out that he was seeing somebody semi-regularly until they met them, I understand somebody being like, that makes me a little uncomfortable. They live in the building. I have to see this person. And I think people would be carrying torches like, kill him. But I do think that you have a normal, rational conversation with your very new partner, I understand, and just say like, this doesn't mean anything. And that should be the end of it.
Yeah. I mean, it just depends. I mean, like, I think Lauren's telling the truth, but if it truly was just like a friend with benefits, like, yes, we hate when people go on these shows and they had a full-blown girlfriend and they tell them like, just wait till I'm out kind of thing. But like, if it was just a guy you would fuck around with and you really were like, okay, well, this is over now, I'm going on the show. Or you could be like, if it doesn't work out, I'll be back. Like, I don't know. This wasn't like a secret boyfriend to me. Like we see a lot with guys going on the show who like had full relationships.
I just wonder how much he's lying, because I feel like he's lying. He's said before that he has a hard time trusting that anybody likes him for him, which to me that says a really avoidant person that manufactures ways to push you away from them. And this feels like a very manufactured way to test your boundaries and what you're willing to stick around for. But he is like hell-bent on selling her this story that his friends don't trust her and they're mad at him about. Find me a man on planet Earth that cares about that.
It's men who are like super conservative and they want to think you're like pure. They do. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I don't think it's manufactured because of necessarily the reason you do. I do think some guys are like, whoa, you're like tainted. Like I was not sleeping with anybody weeks, months up until the show because I wanted to meet somebody and you're like no longer pure to me.
So they have sort of teased future episodes where he says, it's been a while since I've had sex. I haven't been dating. Like he may have those ideals. Maybe you're right, and this is a terrible group of guys. I can't imagine guys being like, I won't even meet her. I can't stand to be in the same room as her because of this thing she did. Like, what's it to you? What do you care? And then if that's who he's surrounded by, I guess his sister could be similar. Like, I find it hard to believe that his sister's like, I can't believe you met a person on a dating show. You're such a scumbag. Because like that girl must be crazy and attention seeking. Maybe if this was 8-10 years ago, but there's so much of this in the world where people go on these dating shows and meet people and it does work out. It's not so crazy.
Yeah. I don't think that it has to be false. Like I do think there's guys out there like that could get each other all worked up and like, oh my gosh, she was fucking Jason until right before she left. What a slut. And that's why it's coming across slut shamey to me.
Oh, it's very slut shamey. Yeah. Whether he means it or not, it's horrible.
Yeah. Like, let it go. I think she should run for the hills.
I felt for her. I'm impressed by her in the season that in that scene, his friends were going to come over and she was just like, do I get to have a voice in this ever?
Yeah.
Do I get to stand up for myself? I do hope she just sort of walks away from this and I don't know what else he wants her to say to him.
Yeah.
There's nothing else she's going to be able to say. Yeah. You have to just decide to get over it.
Yeah.
And then we did get a little bit of drama from Sarah and Ben, finally.
Okay.
So tell me what you think about the scene. So Sarah and Ben are sitting on their couch, and they have been like so cute the whole time. First couple didn't get engaged. Second couple, whatever. They're cute. They seem to really like each other.
I like
they
Sarah.
just like they laugh at each other's jokes.
Sarah can do better, but yeah.
I think they're very cute together. Whatever. He gets up to get a drink, and she looks at her phone for 1 second and goes, "Oh my God."
Well, you are so funny. Like you don't know how it all works and gets edited together. Raina's like, this is reality. This is reality. It happened in that moment.
The way they edited it was so funny because he gets up and she's like, "Oh my God, oh my God!" Like they don't show her watching it. They edit it as though it looks like she made it up and she'd been holding on to this for a couple days. Anyways, I guess there's a video on TikTok of some woman saying she previously dated him and she's crying and she doesn't name him but says that they've cast some like real scumbags on the show. And then he tells a tale.
He just lies through his teeth. Like we see men lie all the time on TV and in real life, but I feel like she's asking him questions and he's like wheels are turning on how to lie to her about kind of innocuous stuff about when this ended. Did he ghost her? Has he talked to her? Like you're watching him. I feel like I feel like you're watching him lie in real time.
Oh, totally.
I don't know, but I'm like, I don't
the lie.
Yeah, I don't know. What did I miss here? Like everyone's dealt with bad behavior from a guy. Obviously, there's a huge spectrum. I don't know what he did. Is he a terrible guy? Or is he just like ghosted someone and she's looking for a little bit of fame too, a little bit of clout too?
I'm curious. She doesn't name him or say what he does. I mean, I do think that people are entitled. I'm not being an apologist for him, but I think that if this really was 4 years ago, people are entitled to grow up, learn better behavior, find the right partner you want to change for, meet a person you want to lean in for. And yeah, there's people that have had bad experiences with me. I'm not a bad partner to the people I choose to be a partner to. Yeah. So I don't really know what it is and what's happening here, but his total refusal to just be honest is why I would be out. She's just like, be honest with me.
I think it's just tough, like all of it. You like, no one's really prepared for this type of scenario and you get out and people are making TikToks and you're supposed to be with this guy. I mean, that like hits you like a punch in the gut when you like see something about your partner on the internet, you know what I mean? And you're not used to it. It's never happened to you before. I mean, obviously like famous people deal with that all the time, but these people aren't accustomed to it.
I think she dealt with it great. I think she was just like, I need you to be honest with me.
Yeah. And I want to do my doppelgangers. Okay. So I feel like they're not as good as past years. I'm going to do them. I have
It's like the past seasons. That's because just bad season.
Yeah, everybody looks the same.
Yeah.
No, I have a talent for doing Love is Blind doppelgangers and who they look like.
Okay.
So I'm going to do this season. Dave and Daniel look so much like people I know that it's crazy, but you guys wouldn't get it, so I can't put their pics up. So just know that it's uncanny. Okay. Okay. So
just know that I was right.
Devin is Keegan Michael Key and Peele.
I'm looking at him while you're timing. Yes. Okay.
Devin is Key of Key and Peele. Okay. Alex is Ben Higgins meets Nick Viall. Do you see it?
Yes.
Okay. Mason, you're not going to see this one coming. Mason, you got to dig deep for it, but it is Timu Andrew Schultz.
Let me zoom in on his face.
Also Azul with that underbite. He has such an underbite. I'm like, is this Azul?
Okay, I see what you're putting down.
Molly, again, no longer on the show, but she'll come back. She's Timu Isla Fisher.
Okay, yeah.
Also, she gives like Daisy Jones.
She just has like spicy red hair. She's just fun.
Yeah. Okay, Taylor, you say Naomi from Southern Charm.
Dead ringer.
I think mixed with little Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, who could see that?
Okay, Joey, you say Trevor Lawrence, which is the former Clemson quarterback. I think he's Travis Birkenstock from Clueless, mixed with, hear me out, a little splash of Gronk.
Gronk's body.
He's got a little
face.
meatheady vibes.
A little bit. That guy's the biggest neck I've ever seen.
But he's also got that like skater boy haircut. Okay, and this one, this might be controversial, but Lauren is Pam from The Office.
I do see Pam from The Office. Yes.
Tess is like nodding her head.
Well, it's like a thing on the internet that they're like,
it is?
Lauren and Dave are like Pam and Roy. Like they're like making those comparisons.
He is royal.
Wait, I didn't even see that.
So there's like, I've seen like articles about it. Like it's in my TikTok
Wait,
feed.
really?
Like that was like, cause like she gives Pam, like she
Okay.
is like, it's very like, I think it's her voice. Her voice to me is very
Totally. I mean, I'm
Pam
looking at her
Beasley.
headshot from the show, and like the hair is a dead ringer from when Pam actually got a haircut on the show, like season 5.
Okay.
Yes, Pam.
Okay.
And Pam and Roy was like a call.
I don't know Roy.
Roy was who she was engaged to while Jim was in love with her.
Oh my God. Wait, that's Dave. So Dave is Roy. Roy is Dave. Finkel is Einhorn.
Roy would be so pissed if he met a woman that was sleeping with somebody up until they met. Like, he is so toxic.
Oh my God. Okay, we got there, you guys.
Damn.
We ended strong.
I'm excited for the next couple episodes to unfold.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys for listening. You can check us out at girlsgottaeat.com. We are Girls Gotta Eat podcast on Instagram and TikTok. Check out our fun reels. Check out our cabinet pics. Those have been taking off on the reels. I am Ash Hess on Instagram, ashhess.com. On tours, you can get tickets there. Raina is raina.greenberg. Subscribe on YouTube, share this episode with a friend, and we will see you Monday.
Have a good weekend, guys.
Bye.